All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to a surprise stream. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and we have got a great one for you tonight. It's Sebring International. It's Sim Racing Mania, and it's my little treat for him. A little surprise stream for him here on a snowy January afternoon. We got a great field here. Big field, and I'm excited about this one. Hang on, boys and girls. It's live right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little multi-class racing with the GTE and the DPI and any other letter of the alphabet you want to throw in there. It's Sim Racing Mania at Sebring. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in, and we got a great one here, man. I'm excited about this. I kept saying, I don't know if I could do this for 8 hours, but we're going to give it a little under 2 hours. Little shot here, about an hour 40 left, I think, in the race. Sebring International. Look at that, man. Paul Holt leading the field right now. That guy's a gangster. Take a look at the track here at Sebring. Who doesn't know anything about, if you know anything about racing, you know Sebring, man. 17 turns. About 3.25 miles in length, 6.02 kilometers. Mixture of asphalt and concrete, and this thing is flat out fun. I love this track. One of the greatest tracks in all of motorsports is Sebring. Thank you so much for coming in and watching me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody out there. Oh, little surprise. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I had to hook my boys up there at Sim Racing Mania, man. I love those guys so much. I want to beat them up sometimes, but there's a lot of them, man. I don't know how many I could get through. Maybe one? Nah, just kidding, man. I love these guys. And I was watching the race here, got a little excited. First, I wasn't going to broadcast, and then I thought, man, I might be able to throw something together here. So I got a while here. So I've been working a little while on getting a stream set up, and hopefully everything's looking okay. We got some chatters in here already. Richard Brooks, that guy's a gangster right there. Thomas Golem, he's not much of a gangster, but you know, he's my boy. He's my homeboy there. So good to see those guys. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Please hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you're here. And by all means, share this stream. Share these links with your friends and let them know what's going on. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, right up there. Link in the banner of the channel. Get her going, baby. Tony Jansen just got out of the car. I think he's just taking a shower, and he's in here in the chat session too. So we got some big names, big names in here in the chat. So thank you so much for coming in. This is going to be a great one. Excited about this stuff. Love this kind of racing. We'll take a look at the event here. This is the 20 or the or 24, the 8-hour endurance race at Sebring Endurance World Series. So going to be a lot of fun here at Sebring tonight. I am your host, Heath Johnson, the broadcaster, commentator, the guy you want to beat when there's a mistake. I'll take it. I got broad shoulders, man. I'm okay. So we'll take a look and see where we are here. With Paul Holt leading the field, his crew, Tony Jansen and Paul Holt. That's almost not even fair. That's not even fair, man. In the DPI. Little nighttime action for you. Just in time, man. That's when I'm at my best, is at night. Nobody can see me. I sneak in. All right, boys and girls. This is going to be a fun one here, so we got about an hour 38 left in the race. As Paul Holt on board right now in the 33 car leading the field. We'll take a look at that DPI class here. Dalla Valle. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but it's Andrea Dalla Valle in the 44, running in the second position. Take a look at the 02, or excuse me, the 44 car in second. About 81 seconds back. Running in the third position is Alberto Casalena in the 36 car. Michael Brooks, got to get him in here. He's going to beat me. Michael Brooks running in the 8 car in fourth right now, so he's got to like his chances getting around the BMW there in the GTE class. This guy's always competitive, man. I tell you why, you put him in any car, he's competitive. So right now looking pretty solid here in the 8 car, running in the 5th position. Excuse me, running in 4th. Take that back. In 5th is Ezra Arik in the 79 car, running in the 5th spot. On board here with Ezra in this DPI. So this is a track, man, you really got to get up on the edge of the seat and drive this car, especially then when you start adding in the lighting scenario here. So that's the top 5 in the DPI. Take a look at the GTE class. And David Martin in that GTE Ferrari running in P1 in the GTE class in the 14 car. Daniele Spady. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing these names. First time I've seen some of them in the 84 car running in P2. Another one of those Ferraris. It's my favorite car here, so just in case you're wondering here, got a little challenge right there from a DPI car getting by. On board here with P2. Fabio Zerbeto. Times we've seen that guy, man, running the 66 car in P3 right now in the GTE class. Thea De Rosa is running in the 20 car in 4th in the Aston Martin. that Bofetti Meditation Racing team. About a little under a minute behind P3. So take a look at the DPI, close it in right here. So going to be a lot of room, I would suspect, kind of getting out of the way and letting that 34 car by. So a little tight right here. Got to be very, very careful, especially at night. DPI gets by there. So it's very interesting the way that they run these multi-class races here. So you got to be really, really good. As Arthur Zakula talking about good here in that Porsche. That guy right there is the best Porsche driver I've seen. This guy is great in that Porsche. A lot of guys complain about the Porsches, not only the GTE guys, but also in the GT3, GTE both. And I think Arthur Zakula, I've seen him race before in GT3, and this guy is just absolutely fantastic. So keep your eye on him. Right now running in the 14th position overall, but he is 5th in the GTE class with that Porsche. Right now 51.2 seconds behind P4. So there's our top 5 in the GTE class. So get this dialed in here. Hopefully, there we go. We'll pass here. This is David Spady and David M. Yeah, David Martin having a battle here. This is a tight battle right here. Take a look at it. This is not for position, but a couple Ferraris here pretty close in this GTE class. And Darmo is running in the 10th position in that 69 car, just behind. And on board here with our race leader in the GTE class, Gadiel Spady, running in that 84 car. Oh, we don't want that. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Because I'm an amateur. So we got a little DPI action there just behind Peter Lane. Just behind here, wanting to get around. And does so. So a little bit of room there for Peter Lane as he makes that pass. Take a look at Peter Lane right now running in the 7th position overall and the 7th position in that DPI class. I like these cars, man. I tell you what, I really, in the league that I run, I was trying to get the guys to, consider running these, and there wasn't a lot of interest, to be honest with you. They were really wanting to stick with the GT3 stuff, but I think these cars are fantastic. I think there's going to be some more work done on from our RSS modding. Kind of make those, update them a little bit and maybe get a little bit more equal. Valerio Margarito here running in the 8th position. That Valerio, that 23 car, Team SRM. Let's get a few chatters in here. Some of my homeboys coming in. So Sergey Butsev in here. Dennis Vandeven, how about that? Connie Jansen, Thomas Goldwolm there, Richard Brooks. So Valerio Margarito, one of the coolest names out there, huh? Right now in the 23, running in the 8th position. Vasily Katernakis running in the 9th position. What are you guys doing there with these names, man? In that 16 car. He's about 45.9 seconds down to a P8. Looking pretty solid here. Rolling up on one of our GTE cars. That's Mata and Dinka, one of my good buddies. You know, he's live streamed from his cockpit right now. At 99 car. So Mata in the Ferrari. Gonna let this DPI go by, I believe. Oh, that DPI! Oh, Katernakis is off the track here. Off the track. So he tried to get around, swing wide in the turn and get around the Ferrari and missed that turn, man. Oh, my heavens, man. He was... he is now trying to flash those lights and say, get out of my way here, bro. Oh, Mata Ndika comes off track. Mata comes off track. We'll have to see what happened to him. Take a look at this. Mata. Oh, man, I think he just misbraked right there. Oh, just a braking issue, and then lost the car. And we'll take a look at this again. So watch this. He just, right here, he gets kind of cattywampus, right? He gets this car sort of oscillating back and forth, and that thing just comes around on him, and then he backs it into the tire barrier, hits a right side of that car on the tire barrier. So a little tough break there for Mata and Dinka. So back here to the live feed. So we're getting some chatters. Emerald Wallace, Eleanor Bragg coming in here as well. Some of my school buddies. Alberto Casalena here picking up P2. As we've got Crespi's on pit lane, I believe. So Mata and Dika there having some trouble trying to maybe bounce back here after getting into the tire barrier. We're looking at Alberto Casalena running in the 2nd position in that 36 car. Kids are wanting extra credit here. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I got to fix that. That's gross right there. There we go. We'll get that fixed up. Had to create a new stream entry there and still sort of dial it in. This is a last-minute stream I decided to do. Take a look at David Martin here running in P2 in the GTE class in that 14 car. So looking pretty solid right now, and David's got a little work to do, but pretty close to closing in on P1. So we got a battle here tightening up. 2-second gap, 2.5-second gap between David Martin and the race leader, Danielle Spaldi. So that GTE class race is starting to heat up here with a 2.5-second gap between the two. Going here to our race leader, Danielle Spady, I guess that's the way to pronounce that name, in this Ferrari. But looking out of the back of that Ferrari, and you see David Martin is starting to close in. That's what we want to see, some tight racing here. 2.5-second gap between the two of them. A little bit of trouble there with that section of the track too, so here with an hour 24 left in this race, and the GT3, or excuse me, the GTE class is starting to heat up here for P1. We'll take a look at this side-by-side view. You're with P1, P2. Again, 2.7 seconds, so now that gap is extended there just a little bit. Side-by-side view. Couple of Ferraris there. The guys are really liking these Ferraris. A little bit of a bummer. Had to buy both machines. Had to buy the GTE pack here to be able to broadcast this race, so put me out a little bit, but that's okay, man. I do that for my buddies. So we'll see how that lead changes. So 2.6, 2.7 seconds right now. Extending that lead is the 84 car on P2. We'll go back up here with our race leader in the DPI class. Paul Holt got a one-lap lead on the field. Got a big win the other night in the GT3 cars at the HORL. Did a great job in that Corvette. So right now with Fair Racing Team, the blue team, the number 33 is in P1. Alberto Castellana in P2. Take a look at my boy here. This is Jack G in the Ferrari. That 52 car running in the 12th position right now in GTE class. Got a little work to do to get back up to P11. 21st overall right now in the Ferrari. So an hour 22 left to go. We got a mess up there ahead of him. So Nick Waugh, 311-252-1010109975. BR549 makes a pit stop here in the 24 car. We're currently running in 6, so on pit lane is that 24. Paul Holt leading. Take a look at Alphon Danny running in the 99 in P7 in that GTE class. Got a lap to go to catch up to P6 with the 99 right now in the top 10. Side-by-side view here, and you see Alex Shabi now in that car. So a little driver change. Coming back out on track in P7 after making a driver change and a pit stop. Take a look at Rafael Sampaio in the BMW. I know I have broadcast races with Rafael in them before, and I think some Brazilian races. So I think I know him. 18th place right now in this, 8th place in the 18 car. One of our BMWs out here, GTE BMW. Looks like Ezra Arik also on pit lane here, finishing up the pit stop in P5 in the 79 car. There's a slow crawl down pit lane. Want to get back out here in the DPI to pick up some spots. Currently running in 5th. So a little bit of room to breathe there, but running in the 5th position. See, he is Johnny on the spot here on cold tires. He's going to have to start making some passes here on cold tires. He's got to be really careful about that. Have to make a tire change, coming back out on track, and then right at it, man, right back into the cauldron. And you got some racing just ahead as well, so. Take a look at Alberto Casalena here running in P2 in the DPI. Number 36 car. Got a little work to do to get back up to Paul Holt, who is the only car in that DPI on the lead lap. Casalena 1 lap down. Take a look at Andrea Craspi running in the 44 in 3rd. So about 71 seconds down to P2. Dennis Vandeven wanted to know if that was his name or if that was his bank account number. I don't know, man. Write it down, whatever. Just write it down. We'll figure it out later, dude. Emerald Wallace, Eleanor Bragg, 2 of my faves in here. I love those kids, so good to see that they would come in here on a Sunday. Enjoying the what's left of the weekend. A little snowy out right now, so keep your fingers crossed. Keep them crossed. I mean, if you don't cross both your fingers, both your hands, fingers, and your toes, and your feet, and your whatever, your hair, your eyes, then we're going to be at school tomorrow. It's all up to you. Andrea Crespi here running in 3rd. How about Michael Brooks here running in P4? He's flashing those lights saying, hey, get out of my way. That's a nice little wave, just saying, hey, I'm here. And he's going out here for the pass. And, oh, he's got that car sideways. He's got that car sideways, but he makes that pass there. Wow. Michael not for position, but he gets around. Michael Brooks almost lost the back end of that car. So right now running in P4 is the 8 of Michael Brooks, Team Future Racing DPI. Alberto Casalena trying to get around the, oh no, Jack G in the GTE car, the 51, and Alberto Casalena in 36 get together. Oh no. So a couple cars from different classes. Casalena running in P2. Oh boy. Some shenanigans here in the dark with an hour 15 left. We'll see what happened here. So you see that DPI of Alberto Casalena on the outside trying to get by, and it's going to get tight right here. Maybe try to cut over there just a little bit too soon, and those guys spinning off the track. Jack G getting that thing straightened back up too. Casalena getting the thing back on track. And we'll take another look at this. This is on board here with Jack G. Casalena trying to cut over there maybe just a little bit too soon. And Jack G, Alberto Casalena coming around. No harm, no foul. I don't think we got a lot of damage there, so this guy's now pointed back in the right direction. Jack G here now, he's going to have some more trouble here, I think. Maybe he's boogered up those tires a little bit. Now he's come off track, and that certainly throws off your rhythm. If nothing else, it throws off your rhythm. So Jack G having some more challenges here. As we go back to live. Michael Brooks here running in P4. Casalena had some drama there Alberto Castellana now back up on the horse. 1 lap down, but running in P2. Class leaders Paul Holt. In the DPI, Danielle Spady in the 10th position overall, but running in first in the GTE class. Take a look at Andrea Crespi here in the 44 car in third in this DPI class. And she's cut the gap to 64.9 to P2, so definitely close it in here. Now stuck behind one of those GTE Porsches. As Andrea Crespi gets by. Is that Betrikov in here in the chat session? Looks like it might be. Betrikov here joining us. This is the 8 hours of Sebring. I'm doing the last about an hour and a half for these guys. Just started the stream. A little surprise stream for them. Really didn't plan on doing the stream here this morning when I got up, but decided to get after it here just to see what we got going on. See if I can give these guys a little bit of a treat. Cesar Silva here joining us as well. Looks like Will D joining us. So we're looking at Andrea Crespi here in this third position at DPI class in the 44 car. So closing in on P2, but has definitely got some work to do. Fabio Zerbato here running in third in the GTE class in the 66 car. Got a little bit of work on the same lap. And I think we might have seen a penalty here. I'm not sure. That might have been Margarito getting the penalty, and it was Valerio Margarito in the DPI running in ninth in the 23 car. Having to do a take in down pit lane here and serve a penalty. So that long haul down pit lane here to serve a drive-through. Unfortunate for that team. Valerio Margarito now in ninth position. Didn't lose the spot, but definitely hurts your effort there now. 70 seconds behind P8. Vasily Katarnakis. Oh, I'll tell you what, Vasily, good job there of missing that, and that might have been Artur Zakula here. We'll take a look. See what happened here. Artur Zakula might have come around. So taking a look at Artur Zakula. That is not Artur Zakula, I'll tell you that right now. This is Artur Zakula in the Porsche. Now, yeah, Artur Zakula does miss that turn a little bit. And, wow, 72 car there having a little bit of challenge. I don't think got into the wall. You see here, just misses the turn. And then that DPI effort gets by. No harm, no foul, but definitely going to put a... Definitely going to freak you out a little bit. So Zakula back out on track, spinning here. That takes us back up here to Vasily Katarnakis. So good Johnny on the spot move in our 8th position in the DPI to miss that. See if we can't get a look out of front of his car here. Watch this. Just barely misses. We got to get the camera thing figured out. I need somebody in power to help me out on this, man. Here's what I want. I want, no matter what car you're in, say like the second key you hit in that toggling through those cameras, let's make it out of the back of the car. The first one starts in the front, the second one starts in the back. Certainly with the GT3 cars, there's no reason, and the GTE, there's no reason for those cars to be different. So BMW versus, take a look at this pass here. No reason for the BMW to be any different than the Porsche or any other make. Aston Martin should all be the same sequence. There you go. So Vasily here running in the 8th position. Take a look at the Alex Shahabi here picking up a spot. Now in 6th in that 24 car. So that effort right now, 6 laps down to the race leader, 2 laps down to P5, so a little bit of work to do. We're weaving the way through the turns here, the S's. Very fun track, man. Sebring is a great track. This is official content. See Alex Shahabi getting by some of these GT cars. Look at that, just weaving their way through. Just weaving through. In 6th position. Take a look at Joseph Frederick Suto running in the 80 car in the 11th spot in the GTE series class, running in that Aston Martin. Got about a lap to go here to catch up to P10. Nonetheless, looking pretty good here. We'll see if we can't get this entire tower here for the GT3, or excuse me, GTE class. So Sudo running in the 11th position. Jack G back to 12th. Take a look at Levente Yorkos running in the 10th position, the 71 car. I need an extra bonus for pronouncing some of these names. I apologize. I'd like to try to get them right, but I'm only human. 71 car in this Porsche running in the 10th position. So Levente has a little work to do. 13.1 seconds there behind P9. So trying to crack into the top 10. Excuse me, the top 9. In the 9th position in that GTE class, Radica Indarmo. There we go, Indarmo. Running in the Ferrari. P18 overall, P9 in class in the 69 car. Laszlo Zanto running in 6th in the 70 car. 64.4 seconds down to the 5th place car. So we got quite a few Porsches in this mix here, so can be done. I know all those Porsche haters out there, they're all mad about the Porsche feeling like it's a little bit off the pace, but I'll tell you what, man, it just takes somebody a little bit of guts and a little practice, get in these cars and give them a shot. Josef Frederick Sudo back here and spinning that Aston Martin Vantage GTE spinning out here a little bit. Not sure. That sounded like a missed shift to me. Kind of here, take a look at this. That sounded like a missed shift. Well, that just sounded like a missed shift to me, and the 80 broke the back end loose, that 80 car, but fortunately didn't get into anything and doesn't lose any positions. But things tightened up here on track. Trying to get some spot or get a spot back here on the track. Couple Aston Martins here battling it out. This is a nice little close racing here. Little friendly racing. And Darmo here having some trouble in the 69 car. Getting off in the grass there a little bit. So we got a DPI there flashing those lights, wanting to get by. No rest for the wicked here. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, that was Johnny on the spot too right there. Peter Lane having some trouble. We'll see what happened to Peter Lane. Just missed that turn. Peter Lane running in P7 in the DPI, and we'll go back here and take a look. See what happened to Peter Lane. Didn't hit anything, I don't think, but nonetheless. Right here, Peter Lane just a little bit too much coming out of that turn, but no harm, no foul. Doesn't lose any positions, but definitely throws off your rhythm. Go on board here. Just a little bit too much. Kind of missed that turn, and then things still coming around. He was trying to turn back the other way and missed that left-hander a little bit. Valerio Margarito here running in P9, trying to get around the BMW in the GTE class. Valerio, now good long straightaway here to put that GTE car behind him. Running in P6. And in the 9th position. Take a look at Laszlo. Laszlo here in the Porsche. Oh! Tell you what, it looked like Laszlo had missed the entry to that turn and then sort of corrected and overcorrected, got back out to the outside, and then went too far gone right there and spins. So watch this. You're going to see kind of a little hitch right there, and then misses that entry, and then second half, way too far out there, try to recover. So I think a little panic mode in some respects of not trying to hit, trying to stay out of that tire barrier. The guys were talking it up about the Porsches. Vasily Katernakas is on pit lane here in the 16 car. Paul Holt, the race leader. As we're going to go back to the multi-class view. So Paul Holt is our race leader as Vasily Katernakas is on pit lane. So Katernakas extended pit stop there. Maybe it might be doing a driver change. No, it looks like, yeah, it does look like Andrew Courtley now in the seat. So another one of those great road course drivers. So Andrew Courtley now in the 16 car in P8 after making a driver change. Paul Holt, the race leader, in the 33 car. Michael Brooks has come down pit lane as well. So we might be seeing a driver change there as well. So we'll take a look here. Michael Brooks on pit lane, taking some service. And I would like to say thank you so much for coming in and watching this, man. I'm having a blast. Thanks for supporting TurnLeftTV. If you'd like to support me further, please go down into the link of the in the channel there in the Help Me Out link and click on that Fanatec link. Head over to them. Give those guys a look. If you're interested in purchasing some of their equipment, please help me out and use that link. I would greatly appreciate that. If you'd like to get a hold of me, there are my Discord addresses there. You can follow me on Twitter at TurnLeftTV, on Facebook at TurnLeftTV1. And you see Thomas Gowom now in the seat So a little bit of driver change here for the Team Future Racing 4th place DPI effort in the 8 car. So, hey, again, thank you so much for coming in. I wonder why Thomas wasn't chatting. Well, there you go. He's got his sandwich, got his Polish vodka in hand, and he is back out on track. So excited to see this one. But, hey, thanks for coming in. Always appreciate the support here at TurnLeftTV, and we got a surprise stream for you tonight for my Sim Racing Mania buddies. We'll take a look at Thomas Golom running in P4 in the 8 car. Trying to get around that GTE. Closing in on Peter Lane. Now, Peter Lane is in 7th position, so this is not 4th position. Take a look at Peter Lane here running in P7. Thomas Golom there closing in on him. So look our side by side here as Peter Lane just ahead. Thomas Golom there trying to run him down out of the front of Thomas Golom's car. Oh, Thomas Golom getting into the wall right there. Boy, something looked very odd about that entry. Just seemed like that thing got away from him. So Thomas, very bumpy ride there for him as he's trying to close in on Peter Lane. Looking out of the back of Peter Lane, we'll see Thomas Golom right there. This thing's tightened up. Peter Lane versus Thomas Golom. Not 4 position, P7, P4, but a couple DPI cars here battling it out. So Peter Lane here trying to get by the GTE cars. These guys start to roll up on some lap traffic. Tightening up right there. Tightening up. Thomas Golom there going to make that pass. So Thomas Golom gets by the car. Peter Lane not 4 position. Thomas running in the 4th position. Peter Lane running in 7th. Take a look at Alex Shahabi running in the 6th position in the DPI. Now, pretty solid effort for him. Get a good top 10 finish, hopefully. Let's take a look and see what happened to Jack G. Getting some word that he might have come around here. Jack G in the GTE car. He is off track right there. And then, oh, contact. Oh, that was a hard lick into the tire barrier. And there was contact for him. Go back and look at this again. He's off track and he's just trying to get this thing straightened back up. Comes off right here in the grass. And then it smacks the wall there. So he's trying to get this thing straightened back up. And I think there's going to be some more shenanigans. So he's getting his car back on track. And he doesn't see the Porsche. Yorkos is going to make some contact with him and then finishes him off. Finishes him off. And I would say, judging from that on the track, that it looks like he's a little tired. Looks like he's a little tired. So Jack G might have retired that machine. Let's go back here and see if we can't take a look at see if we can go back and take a look at that spin. Right there, just finishes him off here. Let me take a look at this again. Right here on board here with him, he just had nowhere to go. Man, it just gives him a little boot. Jack G said a little tired on that one. A little tired here. We take a look. He's going to end up losing a tire on this. Right there. See that tire rolling through the into the racing surface. So Felipe Granado joining us in the chat session. So 52 minutes left to go. We've had a blast here so far. See, David Martin is our leader as he comes down pit lane. Our race leader in the GTE class. So there may be a driver change here for this leading effort in the GTE. So Dave Martin on pit lane. P2 is Danielle Spotty. So we'll look at that side-by-side view. David Martin on pit lane as Danielle Spotty is in P2. Got a little bit of work to do there, 53 seconds, but it is possible. So no driver change there. David back out on track. But that's going to tighten things up here a little bit. So that's going to be an interesting mix here once he comes back out on track. That's definitely going to be tightened up somewhat. Now we got a DPI car there challenging. So Danielle Spotty in the second position in an 84 car. Michael Brooks here joining us in the chat session. So we're getting some royalty here. Felipe Granado joining us. Dennis Vandeven's in here. Sergey Butsev, Will D. Got some sim racing royalty in here right now. Michael Brooks after his stint. Take a look at Andrew Quartley. He had just gotten in the car and now running in the 8th position, trying to get around this GTE car, and he is flashing those lights saying, "Get out of the way, bro." And Martin, who has just come back off pit lane. And, oh, that's tight right there. That is tight. Quartley was wanting to get around in a hurry, and that was a tough place to make a pass. Holy smokes. Andrew Quartley in that DPI, not wasting any time getting around David Martin in the GTE car. And that's the trick here. Michael Brooks said he's tired after his stint. Hey, you know, looked like Jack G was also tired, judging from I saw that that rear tire on the track. He is legitimately tired. I'm going to hear the probably going to hear that. Well, Andrew Quartley running in the 8th position in the 16 car. Take a look at Valerio Margarito here in the 9th position. Oh, Valerio coming a little bit wide there in the DPI. 49.5 seconds down to P8. And Valerio is in 9th in the 23. All right, Peter Lane running in in the DPI car, running in 7th, getting around one of our GTE cars of Martin. Massimo Martin. How about that? There's another one of those familiar faces. Good to see Massimo out. Another one of the coolest names in the business, Massimo Martin. Ezra wanted to get around in that GTE. Want to get around that GTE car and start setting the sights on that next DPI in line. So Massimo right now, 12th position overall. Massimo is the race leader in the GTE class. So this is a solid effort from this GTE crew. 66 car. Nice livery there. Good battle here is Alfani Danny, the GTE, getting around Laszlo Santo. That was 4th position, so good pass right there. The Porsche and the Ferrari having a battle. So the 99 of Alfani Danny running in the 6th position. Alfan Danny. Swinging that wide there. That Porsche not giving up the fight. So this is a tight battle here. 4th position, looking out of the back of the Ferrari. Laszlo Santo. 15th overall, 16th overall. But Santo running in 7th. Thomas Jaeger here in the Porsche, a little bit wide. Oh, contact there. Valerio Margarito just destroys that Porsche as Thomas Jaeger in the 10th place Porsche. Oh, boy. See right here, sideways, and you're going to see Valerio Margarito in the DPI and just absolutely annihilates him. So Margarito is probably livid. Margarito running in 9th, and I would suspect Margarito's probably going to have to take that car down pit lane at some point, try to figure out what he's got now. Running in the 9th position, that DPI car. I do not think that's going to buff out. Uh, 72 car, PM, Hydor, Morowicz. Try that, Hydor Morowicz. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing names, but wow. 72 running in the 5th position in the Porsche. So those Porsches, I tell you what, they're looking pretty solid here. So keep your eye on them. Alfan Danny running in the 99 car, coming off track here in that Ferrari. So hopefully not a cut track penalty right there, but that was a pretty substantial in the grass. Running in the 6th position, the 99 car, 36.8 seconds out of the race lead in the GTE. Take a look at Rafael Sampaio in the 18 car, running in the 8th position, that BMW. Got a lap to try to make up there and get back up to P7, which is Santo, Laszlo Santo. And Santo's probably got a little bit of damage there, so something to think about. Hydor Morowicz is indicating he might have come off track right there. And he did, so he's off track. And I'm going to try to get this thing back out on track and get it pointed in the right direction in P5, 58.3 seconds off P4. Andrea Arena in the 4th position in the Aston Martin in that 20 car. 96.5 out of P3. Little battle here as Sato trying to pick up another spot, and we might have had some trouble there. Alfon Dani. God dang it. Alfon Dani might have come off track here. We'll take a look as Sato picks up that spot. I am going to get hate mail. Absolute hate mail. Take a look and see what happened here. Alfon. Looking pretty solid here for Alfon right here. We'll take a look a little bit later in this. Alfon in the grass, just misjudged coming out of the exit of that turn in the grass, and they're going to lose the spot. So Alfon Dani trying to get this thing back out on track, and Laszlo gets by. Take a look at that pass there by Laszlo, and you're going to see Donnie there on the inside in the grass, and Laszlo, Johnny on the spot and picking up that position. Peter Lane there going by. Take a look at Peter Lane here. Just talking about him running in the 7th position. He's a little bit wide. A little bit wide there, and he gets off track. A little bit of contact with the I guess he wanted a Coke. Looks like he's there trying to get a Coke. And good advertisement for Coca-Cola right now. Please hit this sign. It's Peter Lane back out on track here, running in the 7th position in that 34 car. He's got some more work to do. Andrew Courtley there just ahead. So if you're just joining us, Sim Racing Mania event, surprise stream for these guys, Sebring International. 8-hour endurance race. There ain't no way I could do 8 hours, but we're going to do the last hour and a half for these guys. And this is a blast, man. Peter Lane right now running in the 7th position. Let's take a look at Ezra Arik running in P5. 4 laps down to the race leader, 2 laps to P4. So 41 minutes left to go of this hour and a half stream that we've been doing. About an hour and a half we've been at this, or we will be at this. Got joined somewhere around maybe an hour 45-ish. Andrew Courtley here running in P8. On the same lap as P7, so but a little bit of work to do to try to catch up to P7. Alberto Casalena running in 2nd. Has some work to do to try to catch up to Paul Holt. Paul Holt is on fire right now. Michael Brooks saying thank you so much for the stream, the surprise stream. Didn't know it was going to be broadcast by you either. I didn't either, man. I just thought of it at the last minute. I was watching the race. There was about a little over 4 hours left to go, and said, you know what, I might be able to put together a stream here, and had to buy both the GTE pack for not only my main machine but also my split machine there. So ponied up the cash to buy those 2 GTE packs, so I could broadcast the race for you guys. That's the kind of guy I am. Take a look at our race leader, Paul Holt. Kind of guy he is just pounding it in their faces. He is running in P1, a 33 car. I just kidding. He wouldn't do that. He is picking them up and putting them down right now. Crespi on pit lane in that DPI. Take a look at that pit stop happening. Might be a driver change going on here. Not sure. Haven't heard anything on the radio about that. So Andrea Crespi on pit lane here with 39 minutes left to go. Crespi coming back out. So no driver change, just some tire change and some fuel. 80 seconds back to P2. Let's take Thomas Golem there trying to maybe close in on these on P3 after P3 makes pit stop. Let's take a look at our GTE class here. This is a second place car. Danielle Spady running in the 84, letting that DPI go by. And tight battle, really, because Spady is in second and only 3.5 seconds behind the race leader. See Thomas Golem there in the DPI car getting by. Like this multi-class racing, man. It keeps you busy, that's for sure. And I'm sure maybe there's a little bit of level of frustration sometimes with those DPI guys because those cars are so much faster than these GTEs, but it is a pretty cool situation when you got two classes racing together. So we'll take a look at P1 here in the GTE class. This is David Martin. 3.7 second lead over P2. Running in the 14 car. We got some pit stops happening here, so a lot of guys in that DPI class coming down pit lane. We've got Ezra Arik, Peter Lane, Valerio Margarito all on pit lane. Take a look at, speaking of lane, here's Peter Lane down pit lane in the 7th position. Here at the 36-minute mark. Givaldo Linares joining us in here in the chat session too. Good to see Givaldo in here. He's Valerio Margarito on pit lane, taking some service. As Paul Holt continuing to lead. We'll take a look at our GTE class leader. This is David Martin. As we're seeing our 9th place car in the DPI taking some service. So now Dino Faldetta jumping in the seat. Now we got the Italian Mafia coming out on track. See Peter Lane just ahead. Peter Lane is running in the 7th position. Dino Faldetta right now running in 9th, but those guys close on the track. So Peter Lane just ahead on board here with Dino Faldetta. After a driver change, Valerio Margarito going to go home or go back to the garage area, maybe get a nice glass of red wine. As Dino Faldetta, one of our great Italian drivers in the Acura, right now running in the 9th position. Just ahead of him is Peter Lane. Peter running up on Andrea Arena as in that GTE class and gets by. And Sim Racing Mania Finn there. Wing. Good livery there for Peter Lane. Take a look at Thomas Golem. Been in this car for a few minutes, and Thomas Golem there getting a little bit wide. Just keeping it out of the wall. That's good news for Thomas. Doesn't lose any positions, but comes a little wide there through the turn. Back out on track. Ezra Arik running in P5 in the 79 car. A little bit wide there, missed that turn just a little bit in the 79. No harm, no foul. Back up here with Thomas Goom. And Thomas tried to cut that curb just a little bit tight, a little close to that inside wall. We'll take a look at this again. Take a look here as Thomas gets a little bit close to this inside wall on this curb. Cutting it tight right there. Look at that, drifting that car. Doesn't quite come around. Keeps it pointed in the right direction, but man, that is a heck of a move. We'll go on board here with him. Watch this, and he just keeps on turning right here. I think he's a little bit of just a little bit too far to that right, and he was in panic mode there for a second. It looks like he's back out, headed in the right direction. Take a look at Massimo Martin. He's running in third in the GTE class. A 66 car. He is on the lead lap. Our race leader in the DPI is on pit lane right now, Paul Holt. He's on pit lane. Looks like he's now finished up his pit stop, so he has made a pit stop. So Paul Holt now back out on track after making pit stop. Massimo Martin in third in the GTE class. Again, hey, thank you for coming in. This is a blast, man. I'm having a blast at this stuff. I'm way up here. Hey, right up here. I'm way up here. Don't forget to check out TurnLeftTV right there on Facebook, TurnLeftTV1, and Twitter at TurnLeftTV. Again, thank you for coming in. Please go down into the description of this race and click on that link. Follow it over to the Fanatec website. Give those guys a look if you're interested in purchasing some equipment. Also, if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can go up in the link of my YouTube channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. That'll help me out here. So thank you to all those folks who support TurnLeftTV. We got a great one here. So we're taking a look at Massimo Martin running in third. Take a look at Alex Shahabi here in the DPI. As Thomas Yeager is just behind him in that Porsche in the GTE class. Thomas currently 19th overall. Looks like he's 10th in the GTE class. So Alex Shahabi is running in the 6th position in the 24 car. Coming off that last turn down the front stretch. Just ahead of him is Ezra Arik running in P5. Coming up on Rafael Sampaio in the BMW. Take a look at Radita Indarmo running in the 69 car in the 9th position with 30 minutes left to go in this race. Trying to pick up some spots on that lap there with P8, so got a little work to do, but it is possible here in the 69 as we see Andrea Crespi in the DPI getting by. So on board here with Raditya. So a little bit of work to do to try to catch up to Rafael Sampaio in the 17th overall position. Be the 8th place car in the GTE cars. This is Rafael running in the BMW in P8, 18 car. In the 7th position is the 99 of Alphon Donnie. That 99 running in P7 in the Ferrari. 61.6 seconds down to P6. We'll take a look at Laszlo Zanto running in P6 in the Porsche. Got a couple cars there pretty close on the lead lap, so couple cars 2 laps down. Pyotr Morowicz is running in the 72 car in P5. Another one of our Porsche drivers running in the 5th position. 56.1 seconds down to P4. Alberto Casalena on pit lane in the DPI here in the 2nd position. I kind of wonder how that's going to play out there as we'll go here to Andrea Crespi. In traffic. So Alberto Casalena, our DPI P2 car on pit lane. Maybe needed a driver change here. We'll take a look. We'll watch that pit stop there. Alberto Casalena staying in that machine. Andrea Crespi trying to close in and maybe make a race of this. So P2, P3 we're watching. Little room to breathe there for Alberto Casalena. Andrea Crespi running in P3. So Casalena finishing up that pit stop in the 36 car. Now coming back out track. Does not lose a position in P2. Look at Thomas Golwam here in traffic. Running in the 4th position, coming up on some GTE cars and a DPI. Dino Faldetta just ahead as well in that DPI car. Oh, man, I tell you what, he got a little bit of hurry, I think, on that one, trying to make that pass squeeze through, and almost lost that car. Got a little bit in a hurry, I believe. He sees Dino Faldetta just ahead, not for position, so this car is... he is working the wheel on this machine. Thomas Golwam says, time is of the essence. Time running down. I got to try to get some spots here. He's got a little work to do, but I'll tell you what, he is jacked up right now. Team Future Racing DPI. Closing in on Dino Faldetta. Dino Faldetta in P9. Looking out of the back of Dino Faldetta's machine at Thomas Golwam. So Golwam wanting to try to get around and maybe set his sights out on that next car in line. See him closing in on there, Dino Faldetta. We're watching Dino Faldetta in that top left on that left side, and then Thomas Golwam on board here with him. So he's trying to close in on Dino and put him behind so he can set his sights on that next car. Dino Faldetta letting him by, so a little bit of light flash right there, and Dino Faldetta, that's all he needed to see. He lets him go. Take a look at Peter Lane here in the 7th position. Now 34 car. Going wide there a little bit, using all of that track and then some. He is, again, trying to close in and pick up another spot. He wants 6th place. Shahabi is in 6th, so time is of the essence. Take a look at Thomas Yeager here running in the 71 car in 10th in the GTE class. Another one of those Porsche drivers. Got 91.1 seconds to P9. I'm not sure anybody's got an answer for Paul Holt right now, man. That 33 car. He is the race leader in the DPI class. Overall race leader. David Martin is our race leader in the GTE class. We'll take a look at both those guys. David Martin in P1 in the GTE, and Paul Holt, the leader in the DPI. So David Martin is in some traffic right now. A little bit of traffic there for him. Well, those are our 2 race leaders, Paul Holt and David Martin. David Martin, he is 10th overall, but first in the GTE. Andrew Quartley here running in the 8th position. 37 seconds off the pace. Take a look at Dino Faldetta here running in 9th position in the DPI car. Peter Lane on pit lane here. Thought he just made a pit stop. He might have been caught speeding, and it does look like he might be doing a drive-through penalty. So he might have gotten a penalty. So I think he might have just pitted. Thomas Golwom here coming down pit lane. So Thomas Golwom, our 4th place car here, making a pit stop with 21 minutes left to go. Paul Holt trying to weave his way through those GTE cars. Now, he does not want to make any mistakes. Andrea Arena is our 4th place car in the GTE. Currently 13th overall. She's got one of those DPI cars getting around. Take a look at Laszlo Zanto running in the 15th position overall. Laszlo running in 6th. That 70 car in the GTE class. Here with 19.5 minutes left to go. So if you're just joining us, surprise stream for Sim Racing Mania. Multi-class race. I've always wanted to do one of these, and now here I am. Putting on a show. Been streaming for about an hour and a half or so. Thank you for coming in and joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Watch this race. Got this Peter Lane. After coming down pit lane, he said maybe serving a drive-through or maybe a cut track penalty. Here in the 34 car, trying to bounce back, running in the 7th position. So we've got a little work to do now. Try to catch up to P6. Here, time running out. Take a look at Massimo Martin, running in the 3rd position in the GTE class in that Ferrari. So pretty good run right now for Massimo and that team. 66 car is in 3rd. In 2nd is Danielle Spady in the 2nd place car, the number 84. Only 3.7 seconds behind the leader, so that is a tight battle there. And that battle is tightening up, 2.9 now. And we might see a last lap pass, who knows, in the GTE class. So 2.9 separating P1 and P2. Get an idea here as there is P1, David Martin, as he comes around. So that is tightening up. Just a 2-second gap between the two of those guys. See, here comes David right there, and then there is Danielle. So that battle tightening up. And I'm sure David Martin knows the 2nd place car is just behind. So keep our eye on that battle. 2.8 seconds separate the two. Paul Holt continuing to lead here. You know, the last thing that Paul Holt wants to see happen is sort of get caught up in somebody else's deal, you know, run into a GTE car or, heaven forbid, you know, getting involved in some sort of a substantial crash here. Just hit your marks, do what you need to do, and you're going to come away with the race win here. Josef Frederic Sudo having some issues. Not quite come all the way around, but tell you what, that's tightened that little deal up. Got all kinds of stuff going on here. DPI, there's a little BMW action right there. Sampaio put a little pressure on the Aston Martin, the number 80 car. So good tight battle here between the BMW and the Aston Martin. Josef Frederic Suto running in the 11th position in that GTE class. Sampaio here running in 8th, wanting to get by, so not for position. A position on the track. Sampaio here in the BMW running in the 5th position in class. So I don't know, something sounds a little sick on that car. I don't know what's happening. Sounds like somebody's trying to start their car and the starter's messed up. The BMW here running in 8th. I should say 5th in class. It was 8th in class. Paul Holt in traffic. Catching up to those guys now, so weaving his way through. Castellana in 2nd. Crespi is 3rd. Paul Holt getting around. Clear track here for a while for Paul Holt. Take a look at Andrea Crespi running in the third position, that 44 car. Alberto Casalena is our second place car in the DPI. Number 36 car. One lap down to the race leader. I'll tell you what, man, we have better get on the horn here and call somebody in to get a shoehorn out and separate these two. David Martin is the race leader, and that battle has tightened up. 1.3 seconds between the two of these guys, and this battle is tight. Looking out of the back of our race leader, David Martin, as Danielle Spady is closing in. This is a great battle here in the GTE class. P1, P2 separated by just 1.4 seconds with 13 minutes left to go in an 8-hour race. Like I said, you could see a last lap pass here. On board here with our second place car. Danielle Spady in the 84 trying to close in on the race leader. 1.4 seconds separating the two. If you're just joining us, we've had an 8-hour race. We've been streaming here for about an hour 30. And we are winding our way down here. 12 and a half minutes left to go in this race. And we have a battle here for the race lead in the GTE class. 0.8 of a second separating the two. This is interesting. David Martin. Couple Ferraris here getting after it. So we're looking at David Martin on that bottom frame and Danielle Spady on board in the 84 up on the top frame. 12 minutes left to go. Good battle here between the GTE cars for P1. This is a heck of a job. I'll tell you what, man, I'm not sure I want to leave this battle. This is great. So who's going to come out on top here? 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes, or excuse me, under 11 minutes left to go. And we have got a heck of a battle here between P1, P2 in the GTE class. David Martin is P1. This battle is tight. And Danielle Spady now 9/10. So less than a second separate the two in the GTE class, P1, P2. And after 7 hours and 50 minutes of racing, David Martin is working hard to try to keep that 84 Ferrari behind him. Looking out of the back of David Martin's machine we got some lap traffic here, so we got some a DPI car in this mix as well, so this is going to get interesting. Hell, I'm not going to move over if I were them. I want that car to get by, but I'm not going to move over and let them go. I got to hold on to my spot. So a heck of a race here. Meanwhile, in our DPI class, Paul Holt, he is in a hornet's nest right now. Paul Holt trying to close this thing out, and he's on a little bit older tires. He's got some cars behind him that are wanting through, it looks like. If I were him, I'd just go ahead and let them through. So this is not for position, but man, we're talking about a great battle here in the DPI. Andrew Courtley here. Watch this. He's going to miss this turn. He's going to end up giving up a position, it looks like. So Andrew Courtley running in the 8th position. Doesn't give up a spot. He just gives up a spot on track. Paul Holt trying to close this bad boy out. Take a look at our second place car, the DPI. Alberto Castellana in a little bit of traffic there. Thomas Dolwom here in the 4th position, that DPI. Again, here's our hornet's nest. These guys trying to get around the GTE race leaders. Get everything they can get here. 7.5 minutes left to go. We got a bunch of cars here. So Thomas Dolwom in the 4th position. Go through the 16 camera views until we get to the right one. There we go. Looking out of there, Courtley there just behind him. Courtley running in the 8th position. Thomas Dolwom running in P4. Team Future Racing Machine. Six and a half minutes left to go. Well, man, I'm having a heck of a lot of fun. I'm kind of sad that I didn't do the whole 8 hours. Danielle Spady is still not giving up this fight. Looking ahead. This is the best battle on the track right now, and this is for P1. On board here with P2, Danielle Spady. 11th position overall, P2 in the GTE class, and I just have a feeling Danielle smells blood in the water. This is getting tight right now. Danielle looking for the right spot to be able to make this pass. No mistakes. David Martin in P1 just ahead. Again, good battle right there. Oh my gosh. Danielle trying to figure out, and now you got that DPI car right there. Danielle's going to look to maybe take the lead here side by side for the race lead in the GTE class. 5.5 minutes left to go. David Martin. Oh, they're rubbing on each other right there. Danielle Spady and David Martin rubbing on each other. Oh, some more contact. Some more contact. David Martin says, I will not be denied. Oh, some rubbing is racing, and I wonder how Danielle Spady is going to take that. We are going to have to take a look at that replay. Oh, man. We'll take a look here at this action. That was a little bit earlier right there. Those guys getting through. We'll take a look here. This is the side-by-side action. Take a look at this side right here, man. This is leaning on each other. Through the turn, leaning on each other. 84 muscling their way through. David Martin says, hey, you give it to me, I'll give it to you. and takes that spot back. Oh my gosh. So a little paint, just replaying the favor, I guess, returning the favor. And wow, how about that? We'll go back up here at David Martin now, holding on to that spot for now. So I hate to say it, man, I don't know if I want to leave this this battle. This is a great battle here. I tell you what, man, after 77, or what are we talking about? After 7 hours and 57 minutes, I got to do the math. 57 minutes, and these cars are fighting for the race lead. That is absolutely amazing. 7 hours and almost 8 hours of racing, and these guys still haven't figured it out. So there, I don't know, man. Might have been a little bit boogered up their car there for our P2 car. Danielle Spady might have a little bit of a boogered up car now. Take a look at our P1 in his DPI, running away with it right now. We'll take a look at that side-by-side racing here because I'm not sure that's still over. Side-by-side view as Paul Holt continuing to lead here with just a little over 2.5 minutes left to go. And I gotta have, there's a bit of me that thinks that Danielle Spady might have boogered up that Ferrari. And David Martin now. David Martin misses that turn. David Martin missed the turn. Spady now on the outside. David Martin missed that turn. Now side by side again. This is what we came for. This is what we came for. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get back to that. What am I doing? The wrong GT3. There we go. Sorry about that. This is what we came for. P1, P2. David Martin in the lead in the GTE class. Looks like that's sort of calmed down again as we got all excited. David Martin is the leader. Paul Holt in that DPI class, the leader overall. Opening up a little bit of a gap. He was not able to pull off that pass there as David Martin now opened up a gap here with just over a minute left to go. He made a mistake on that turn, but was able to hold off the effort from the second place car, Danielle Spady. Danielle running in that 84 car in that red Ferrari. And that gap has been extended. So David Martin says, I am not going to be denied. There was some shenanigans between the two. Paul Holt, pretty clear for him that he's going to end up winning this race in the DPI. "35 seconds left to go. These guys got to have another lap in them. I don't know. That battle tightening up right there. That red Ferrari, number 84 Ferrari, is closing back in on the 14. So this battle isn't over in the GTE class. These guys fighting it out. Looks like Paul Holt's got another lap in him here. Cross the line with 8 seconds left to go, so he's got another lap here to do it. These guys here trying to figure out what is going on. 1 lap to go. Can the 14 car hold on? Paul Holt here. We get our try to get it quickly, get a screenshot. pretty much an amateurish move. So Paul Holt's going to come away with this race win, but I tell you right now, then this is going to come down to the last little bit right here. David Martin holding on to win. Holy smokes! David Martin and Danielle Spady battling it out to the end. And David Martin, he might have got punted right there. Look at this. Danielle Spady there trying to get around. David Martin holding on. And swung wide. Oh, they got together right there. That might have been after the fact here. I don't know. Spady, oh, that might be another lap right there. So Paul Holt ends up winning this race. So no, that looks like that was a pass for the lead. We'll take a look. This is the pass for the lead right here. So this is Danielle Spady in the 84. Dave Martin goes wide right there, and Spady not any room. And they get together. They get together right there. David Martin gets off track into the wall. And the 84 of Danielle Spady in the GTE is going to end up winning this race. David Martin, I thought he was running away with it. This 84 car is probably going to end up winning this race. So, wow, that was some shenanigans, wasn't it? Some shenanigans. Shenanigans, say the least. Let's take a look at this again. Right here, man, they just get after it. Game's wide, and then, oh, hard into the wall right there for David Martin. David Martin here going to try to close out, and he is not going to be able to do it as our race winner in the GTE is Danielle Spady, and those guys are probably going to have a little bit of a chat after the fact. What do you think? There might be some conversation in the garage area. Maybe some boxing gloves. Paul Holt getting the win in the DPI. So congratulations to him. He's in the dark, so there we go. Overall winner is Michael Brooks telling me to check my PMs. Check your PMs, bro. So what a battle right there. Woo, that was crazy. That was crazy. We'll see if we can't. I've never done a mixed race results here, so we'll take a look at the race results in the DPI. Paul Holt getting the race win. Alberto Casalena and that team second. Andrea Crespi run in third. Thomas Golom and his team in fourth. Ezra Arik fifth. Alex Shahabi sixth. Peter Lane and that team is seventh. Andrew Quartley eighth. Dino Faldetta ninth. Dylan Tarbaton is 10th. That's the top 10 in the DPI. In the GTE, Danielle Spady and that team fighting it out with David Martin to get P1. David Martin is in the 14. His team finishes in the second position. Massimo Martin third. Andrea Arena in fourth. Haidor Morowicz in fifth. Alfon Donnie in fifth. Laszlo Santos seventh. Donnie was in sixth. Santos is in seventh. Rafael Sampaio eighth. Radicia Indarmo running in ninth or finishing ninth. Thomas Yeager finishes in the 10th position. Take a look at P11. Josef Frederick Suto finishes in 11th in that team. Jack G, 12th. Joe Pinder finishes in 13th. Alessandro Tognan, 14th. Edgar Rizik finishes 15th. Misej Kasparzik finishes in the 16th position. That was a battle right there. That was a battle. Here we'll see if we can't at least get a little bit of a screenshot of the DPI winner. And we're just going to have to put the who was running in that car at the end. Take that. I apologize for that. So there's our DPI winner, the 33 Paul Holt and his team. I think Tony Jansen was part of that team as well. I apologize for not getting so I'm not exactly sure who all the team members were. So that was a wild, wild finish. We'll be in the, hopefully get to chat with some of these folks here soon. So here's our endurance or our GTE class winner, led on that final stint by Danielle Spotty. And wow, what a battle there that 84 team had with the team Dave Martin was leading up there at the end as well. So very interesting. 10th place overall too. So that's a very interesting finish there for the both of them. So I'm getting some word. I got to check my Discord messages. In the meantime, if you like what you see, we've got a great little stock car series on Friday nights that I do some live streaming for. High Octane Racing League. 90 laps at Michigan's the next race coming up on February the 5th. Of course, that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV, the only place to find some great, great live racing and live streaming right here on TurnLeftTV. Thanks so much for coming in. Michigan hitting you in the face on Friday in the Bushwhackers series. We just finished up our own GT3 series season as well, so that's a great little series, and we probably end up renewing that. And that is broadcast on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So what a great little race. I've got PMs out the wazoo right now. So a heck of a lot of PMs here. So we'll see if I can join whatever I'm supposed to join. They said they put a link in here for me, so we'll see. Hey! Then we got Michael Brooks joining us in here in the chat session. So good to see you, Michael. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I'm in the right spot. Well, hey, Michael, while we're out of here, while we got you, and you're by yourself, let's talk about how your race went. Yeah, can you hear me?
Thank you. Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about how your race went.
Sorry, I'm trying to get you through the race, because this was all a bit last minute. Everyone's here. So,
well, ignore those guys. I'm the most important thing in your life right now.
I think our race went... Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've got you on... I've got you on echo from the broadcast. That's why it was a bit weird. Right. Yeah, the race went pretty well actually. We had a bit of issues. I think Antti and Thomas had a bit of stuttering at times, which hindered their pace a little bit. But we had a good pace overall. I think we just didn't have quite the pace for third in the end, but we had some great battles. Yeah, I think the race went really well. It's the longest endurance race I've ever done. I did a triple stint earlier, which ruined my left hand because the DD wheel was quite strong, and yeah, I could barely hold a spoon afterwards. So I had to get an ice pack after my stint. I'm not even kidding.
Well, I have to wonder.
Yeah, I think we did really well to come fourth. Obviously, we would have liked the podium, but yeah, I think we did well onwards and upwards.
Well, I have to wonder.
I'll try and get the others in the chat here.
Can you hear me? Guess he's having a little trouble hearing me, I believe, on the in the chat here. We'll see. All right, he's leaving to go get the crowd here.
Here we go.
Hello, Heath.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Here we come.
The gang is all here.
I got him this time.
Man, that was a great race, especially that GTE series at the end. You guys hearing me okay?
I can't hear him.
Yeah, here we can't hear you.
Did you say no?
We still can't hear you.
Heath, we can't hear
You see your name light up, but...
you. I was literally trying to him just now. How's he done this?
Heath, wake up. Wake up.
Hang on.
I think he's sleeping.
Heath, we can't hear you.
Better disconnect here for a second. Figure out what's going on with these guys.
But Thomas, I saw you double standing in the beginning, right?
No, that was Antti.
That's Antti. Okay. Was it a mistake or what?
No, it was just idea to check it because we didn't have a pace here,
okay.
So we want to check how it would work.
We still can't hear you, Heath.
Not with
I got it.
Not with that small amount of...
Heath, have you got your mic on a different channel or something?
Let's see this. Can you hear this?
Anyway, Paul, I think that, yeah, but the problem for us here was that we didn't have a pace to...
So, Heath was actually broadcasting your race?
No, last 2 hours.
Oh, cool.
And to be honest, we are like trying things in this race. And
so we got to figure out why I haven't done the live broadcasting for Sim Racing Mania. They do their interviews in the Discord channel, so we got to figure out a little bit here real quick what's going on. Hopefully we'll get this worked out here. Ask you to be patient. Didn't plan on actually broadcasting for these guys today. Check. Yeah, hopefully you can hear me. So we'll see if this ends up working. It's probably going to be an echo there. We'll see if this ends up working. Nice echo. Dennis Vandeven, you're in the chat session. Can you hear me right now? That's the question. Dennis Vandeven, respond if you can hear me. Ah, good. Okay, that's good news. Now we got to find our way back into the chat session.
You bring.
Okay, can you hear me?
Heath, we still can't hear you.
Heath,
Ah.
you were literally talking to me seconds ago. What's
I don't know.
changed?
I don't know. Nothing's changed.
Heath, have you got? Is it push to talk or something? Maybe it's that.
He's not push to talk because he's. Okay, wait.
His name lights up.
Heath, tell something.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Is he somehow? He's not somehow mute. No, he's not muted on the server.
Yeah,
I don't know what
something is wrong.
happened.
What about now?
Okay.
I think.
No,
Who
67 seconds.
Who won?
What about now?
look,
Albuquerque.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yay!
There he is.
We can hear
Bye.
you now, Heath.
What, you know, what does there have to be 15 different settings for the microphone? I don't get it. Hey, man, what a great race there, especially in that GTE class there at the end. Talk a little bit about, your guys' races here. We'll start off with Michael, and we'll kind of flow through that. He's the one that's he likes to talk a lot anyway.
Oh, okay. Thank you for putting me on the spot. That's yeah. I mean, getting past the GTEs is quite tricky around there because it's quite a narrow track in places.
And
You just
bumpy.
have to. I'm very bumpy. Yeah, you have to try and pick your moment. But yeah, I think on the whole, everyone actually did really well tonight. I know as a league, this is the longest race we've ever organised. So I think it went really well considering. Personally, our team finished fourth. Obviously, would have liked a podium, but I just don't think we had quite the pace today. But we did pretty well. We did really well considering. I think we had a couple of iffy moments with some of the other cars where we managed to navigate our way around most of the carnage. I know I had to avoid 3 spinning GTEs at one point. That was fun. Yeah, but I think the race went really well for us. I mean, do you want to go next, Paul? You are the race winner after all, as I'm sure your
Paul
team.
and Tony.
Yeah, your Paul
Fine,
team did
fine.
really well.
Maybe Tony wants to talk some.
I can say something. Our race went very well. We had a good setup for this track. Kept out of the shit and yeah, doing good lap times. Had a bit lucky sometimes with back markers, but yeah, in an 8-hour race, it can happen.
That's is that Dutch you just said? Shit. Is that Dutch?
That's Dutch.
Wait. One question, Tony. Did you say fairly well about this race? Come on.
Yeah, you guys dominated. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we have a lot of endurance experience the last 4 years. We do have a lot of long endurance races, so you can experience.
Well, Paul Holt, you came out last night or yesterday and won the GT3 race in the Corvette, and then you come right back out here and you and your teammate win the endurance race here in the DPI car. Man, do you ever like sleep?
Yeah, we sleep a little bit, but you gotta push on through, you know. You gotta stay awake.
Well, how do you transition from a Road America in a GT3 car, and then you come back out in a DPI car and running in Sebring? How do you make that transition?
Yeah, I don't know, just a good night of sleep and practice in the morning, and yeah, that's the secret, I think. I don't know.
We got. Hopefully I am pronouncing this name correctly. Is that Danielle Spady?
Almost, yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
Wow, you had a great fight there at the end. Talk about that fight. It looked like whoever was going to hit somebody last was going to be the one who came out on top.
It was a bit feisty in the end, but I think that's how sim racing and racing in general should be. So it was really okay by my side. No issues on the contacts, in my opinion. But it was stressful. He had a bit more pace at the start of the last stint, and I fell back around like 6 seconds back with 30 minutes to go, and I thought, okay, this is over. But I kept reminding myself that it wasn't over until the last corner, and we fought quite a lot, and I actually crossed the line in the end with like 0.1 liters of fuel remaining.
Oh boy.
So it was pretty stressful with the fuel as well. So that's why I went wide at the last in the last sector, because tires were done. I had no fuel left. It was just, we gave everything, I think, and it was a pretty good show. So I'm really happy with that. And huge congratulations to Martin and his whole team, because it was a very, very great race.
How amazing!
It was amazing. It was amazing to watch. Like after our final stint was done, we were kind of in no man's land. We were just transfixed on your fight for the last half hour of the race. It was so fun to watch.
Yeah, it was really stressful, and it's also a lot better because I crashed the car after 2.5 hours, and I hit the wall at the exit of Sunset Bend, and we got 40 seconds of damage repair in the pits, and we had to change our strategy. So it was a bit stressful. We were out of sync with everybody else, and we didn't really know where we would end up in the end. So to see with 45 minutes to go and say, okay, we have a chance to win, was pretty amazing in itself, and to get the win was even more special.
Well, Thomas, I got to ask you on that last stint, man. It looked like it was really busy for you. You had overcome, I think, getting into the wall, the inside wall there on the last turn. And
that is different story because we decided that we have nothing to lose because we had 2 laps lead over P4 and
you mean 5?
Yeah, P5, and we were lapped by car in front, so we had nothing to lose, nothing to gain. So I decided to push really hard to maybe make fastest lap, or if someone will crash in front or something like that. So it was really messy stint. Also after my second pit stop, my first pit stop in that stint, I was able to do the fastest lap by a screwed up in last corner, as usual, on that famous bump in the middle of the corner. But yeah, I think it was intense, and we are a little bit tired because of things that were needed to be done to make this race happen. It's 8 hours, but for us it's at least 12 hours of work before.
I will say trying to judge incidents while also taking part in the race itself is very tricky. I'm consuming.
But in the end, I'm happy that we finished, because it's not easy track and it's 8-hour race. It wasn't our best race, of course, as we can see on the results, but yeah, I think we should be happy with P4 still.
Yeah.
Oh, Dino Faldetta, you're joining us in here, and as a owner of Sim Racing Mania, you've got to be really proud here of all the work that these guys do to put on an event like this. This has just got to be an enormous task to get everything on one page and get it going.
Well, definitely. Cannot thank everybody enough. This by far was the hardest race we did and the longest as well. And these guys here did a great job. I mean, better than anything we could expect. Also, a great turnout for a long race like this. So just my kind of day.
Yeah, we are thinking now if we should change Le Mans from 12 hours to 24.
Yes, please.
God.
Yes,
Oh
please.
God.
And
Fully
only,
not.
only 6 DNFs or something today?
Yeah, not many.
Not many. It's good, man.
Not
Yeah.
many, and no crashes, no like rFactor 2 bugs during the race, so it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Well, I see
We
a
have-
familiar name also in here with Valerio Margarito. You want to say a few words about your race as well?
Valerio Margarito, he doesn't speak very much English, but I can translate. Valerio, se vuoi dire qualcosa traduco io.
Come on, Valerio.
Maybe Valerio is smoking a cigarette at the moment.
Okay.
It's not loud anyway.
Maybe go to Andrea Della Vale.
You're the
Yeah,
you're
okay.
the mafia boss. You gotta whip him in his bait.
I wanted to kill Valerio at one point because he was a little bit in the dark. He couldn't, he couldn't
Here
be.
we have here also Andrea and Alberto, P2 and P3.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
guys
Go
can
ahead,
do it.
Andrea.
Andrea?
Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. Yeah. No. If you have any questions or I can tell something about the race. Yeah.
Yeah. Just go ahead, give me a recap of your race and how
Okay,
you
the
felt.
recap. So we start pretty much perfect. P3 in the quali and P1 in the first stint. That we have a little of battle with Paul, and in that moment I thought that okay, I can stay there and do the race on Paul. Then I have a little accident on the hairpin in the turn 1 in the sector 1. And so the gap increased a lot, and we start to demoralize all the team. And then Andrea Crespi enter for the third and the fourth stint, and we have some problems on the FPS of the PC of Andrea. So after one stint, we decided to change driver to maybe we can solve this problem. And Christian has the same problem, so we have done only 3 stints between Andrea and Christian with this problem, and we think that we lose 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. Well, each lap we were 2 or 3 seconds lower, so we lost a lot of time there. Then I decided to enter and do other 3 stints to reach the maximum of time that I can race in the race, so one third of the race. Then the guy Milan, the next one who should enter in the race, has some problem with the internet, so again another trouble. Andrea decided to enter in for the last 2 stints and keep pushing, try hard to solve this problem. Then he find a solution. Hopefully, he find a solution for the next race. And yeah, he took the car at the finish line. We were in the battle with the P2, but we have some problems with wheel saving and other things. So we were a little bit. The gap was a little bit too big for us. So yeah, P3 is a good result in the full race. But the target was another one, but we have a lot of race to do to achieve that target.
Awesome. But are you, Alberto, you want to say a few words about your race?
So for us, the race was, to be fair, was rather uneventful. If anything, it was quite relaxing in a way. And for me, it was the first endurance event in almost a year. So even physically, I'm pretty drained right now. I was not used to it anymore. but I was actually surprised with how well I managed to keep the pace throughout both of my stints. And Lorenzo did a great job, especially in the first stint. He had a great start. Our biggest mistake was not realizing the optimal strategy right away. So we kind of lost, we probably lost 2 laps because of we were using the wrong mixture for about half the race. We were using the wrong mixture, so we were having like 1 less lap of fuel. So we had to pit 1 lap earlier, and that probably cost us a lot of time. But besides that, I must say that probably the most exciting part of the race were both fights in my first stint with Crespo. We had some pretty amazing side-by-side stuff, especially during the first part of my first stint. We had like a 5 wide at Sunset Bend with left cars, and we were just zigzagging through them. And it was pretty intense, and honestly, to jump in a car and a track that I hadn't really tried in a very long time, or at all, if any, and to get second place is actually pretty amazing for me. So
you know what? I see, you know, that you go out and you can practice this track and learn the turns and learn the braking points and so forth, but you know, you never really are driving on a track that's got, say, 6 or 7 hours of rubber laid down on the track. So that had to be something that was a factor later, you know, as that run went on, longer than, say, what you would have practiced track. That rubber laid down the track, did that affect you guys at all?
I think it's something different because the amount of rubber wasn't a problem. It was a good thing for us. The biggest problem was that even if you learn the track, you know where to brake, how to make turns, there is something possibility that one of the bumps will make you unsteady on the track and you will just crash. Especially, for example, into hairpin, the braking zone is very bumpy. If you will like brake 5 meters later or earlier, you can just lock the wheels and crash or spin. I think this is the most difficult part of endurance racing on this track. You can't predict how car will behave in all situations.
For me, going back to what you said about the 6 hours of rubber, like after Anti's first stint, I was in the car and I did a triple stint, and every stint I did, the car got faster and faster. So I think once you get to a certain point, that the amount of rubber seems to like level out after the third stint. Because on my final stint towards the end of the race, I don't think I went any faster than before. So I think it sort of reaches a certain point where you can't get any grippier, and then that's when. I think that's when he was catching Crespi when he was having issues maybe. So
yeah, and one other thing is that with DPI cars, it's tricky to get out from the racing line also here due to bumps. I forgot to say about it because you know bumps on the left and right side of the trunk differs, and you really can't predict what will happen if you make a mistake. That's the biggest issue here in with DPI cars especially.
Yeah, it's why actually lapping cars is actually pretty risky, because every time you move out of the racing line, you never really know what your car will do. So it's like you pretty much gamble when you try to lap someone.
Especially through the final corner. Like, there was at one point I was overtaking someone on the outside of the final corner, and I saw him understeering, and we were both getting closer and closer to the wall, and I must have missed the wall and him by about a millimetre either way. And it's just like you cannot predict what the bumps are going to do to any car. You just have to have faith, basically.
Oh yeah, and that's even worse, because you can't predict what it will do to yours and what it will do to the one you're overtaking.
You know, we got Cliff Vandeven in here as well, and he hasn't really mentioned about you know what his thoughts on were the race. If he wanted to say a few things.
Hello.
Hello, Cliff.
Hello, Cliff.
Hello.
Well, that's good commentary from Cliff.
Yeah. Cliff Vandeven, everybody. Good night.
Hello.
I was the mascot today for Paul, Max, and Tony.
Yeah, we saw you spying in their voice channel.
Yeah. I was keeping an eye on you.
How's the race from your point of view, Cliff? Was it good to watch?
Yeah, it was good to watch, but you made it too easy for those guys.
Yeah, definitely. We will try to make it harder next time.
Yeah, yes, please.
We'll just punt him next time he comes to lap us.
That's my job.
Actually, on my last stint, I was thinking if I shouldn't punt. Oh, God.
You
Nothing
went
to lose.
you ran off yourself, so it wasn't necessary.
Surprised we haven't seen anti-Magnum ice cream Rossi in here.
Oh, wait, I will wait.
Yeah. You.
Do I need to get the time delay on this to get the beep ready?
Yeah, I think Andy's. I think he's a little drunk now. I think I've just
Oh no!
Yeah, I think I've just found he started having a drink or so.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Hey,
It's Captain Magnum himself.
Anti Rossi, how you doing?
Heath, you forgot.
Well, still alive for some reason.
You forgot to say anti-Magnum ice cream Racing, as you promised.
I was afraid. I'm afraid of him. I think he knows people.
Yeah, but people don't know me. That's like the opposite of schizophrenia.
So I didn't see you in the race. Did you not participate?
No, I was just I was sitting in the pits. I changed the tires for the guys.
To be fair, Andy did he did start the race and he did. I think he did his final stint before you started the broadcast, Heath, to be fair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never even planned to do it.
Quali and 2 stints, and then 2 stints in the mid race.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't even plan to do the broadcast. I was watching the, the automatically directed stream, and I thought, I actually went into the channel even after Thomas said, well, that part's not working, the voice is not working, but I went in there, gave it a shot, didn't hear anything, so I thought, well, I'll just fire up a stream.
Oh, thank you, Heath.
Yeah, thank you very much, Heath, for that, because really that broadcast, from what I heard from Michael, was very good.
Yeah.
I will watch it later, obviously.
Like there was one point when you were focusing on the GTE fight, I think it was about 10 minutes to go or so, and you started to show Thomas after Paul had lapped him. I was like, I don't want to see Thomas, bugger off, I want to see the GTE fight.
I try to get everybody in as much as I can.
Yeah, it was really good. Your commentary was actually really good, especially for that fight. At the end, it was brilliant, mate.
Well, that's awesome. Hey, congratulations on a well-run series or endurance race and all the drivers. What a fantastic deal. It's the first time I've ever done a multi-class race and wasn't sure how that was going to work, so we just kind of threw it out there to see if it would work well, and it was awesome. So thanks so much. I appreciate you letting me do this.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Heath, for drawing it. Like, as you said, it wasn't planned at all. So
you got another endurance race in the books.
Yeah, Kailami next month.
Kailami in a month's time.
It's 6 hours.
Yeah, you're
right?
welcome to do all the rest broadcasts.
Are those? I'll just go ahead and quit my
I'm
job.
looking forward to you doing 12 hours of Le Mans alone.
Right.
No. It will be 24, Auntie. You didn't hear what I said. That we are thinking about changing 12 hours to 24 hours because it's always not enough. Because
yeah, true. I'm game, of course.
Yeah, because at the end of this race, I was like, it should be longer.
Let's change all the rest races to 24 hours then.
Oh.
I'm out.
I'm in.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks so much, and good luck to you. Always a pleasure to hang out with the Sim Racing Mania crew, and really cherish your friendship. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Heath.
Thanks to you,
Heath.
All right, that is Sim Racing Mania, and wow, what a lively crew that is, man. I got some great friends here in the in that broadcast interview, but also great friends who are out there running that may not have been even in the in that last little deal. But man, what a great crew! What a great race it was too to broadcast. Congratulations to the DPI winners. We'll see if we can't. I didn't quite get the other names there, but we'll move that around there a little bit. Get that Max Schulten was the other driver, or the third driver, the additional driver. See if we can't get this changed up here. Sorry about that. Shorten that up so we can get his name in there. So there's our DPI winners, the overall winner. Paul Holt, Tony Jansen, and Max Schulten taking home that victory in the DPI class. And I think I just saw the one stint there with Daniel Spady. Let me say it was pretty close. Not sure who his teammate was in that run, but what a fight there for that team, the 84 at the end. And he was able to outlast David Martin, get around him. And, man, those guys were swapping paint. After almost 8 hours of racing, these guys got together there several times. And, you know, the 84 crew there, led by Danielle Spady, was not going to be denied. So congratulations to them. Well, I'll tell you what, man, that was fun. A little surprise broadcast for you. So thank you so much for coming in and joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Hope you enjoyed it. That'll do it for us. And you know what that means. That means I'm out of here.